telling her that I don't think I've ever met the type of woman that I'm looking for
Mm-hmm.
or that I would like to date. Like, I've met some really great women, beautiful, smart, and just have a lot of wonderful qualities, but they don't have all the qualities that I have never met a woman have all the qualities that I would like in a
Yeah.
woman. And I honestly feel like that is it really doesn't exist. Like, because we all have our own
Right.
preference, right? Like, what I'm looking for is completely different from what everybody else is looking for. So
Yeah.
that perfect person don't exist. So, and I think the question was, well, where do you draw the line? Like, if you meet someone who you really, really like, they have all these great qualities about themselves, um, but there are some things about them that you just, some things you probably don't like about them, and then other things that are just complete deal breakers, like you're not gonna deal with at all. What are some things that you just know you're not gonna deal with in a relationship,
I mean, it's kind of
or
like
even just dating?
wants versus like it's kind of wants versus needs, right? Because we
Hmm.
all want our checklist. We all have our preferences. We all have our tick boxes, and we'll meet people that tick 80% of the boxes, right? And so it's like that 20%, is that okay if they don't? And it depends on what that is. If the 20% is a need, then it's probably not going to be okay, even if they meet all the wants. But if
Hmm.
the 20% is a want, but they meet all the needs, then it's probably better, you know? And so, like, yeah, I would love to date a gamer girl, someone that has a remote job like me that makes enough money financially so that we can go and travel the world together. But are those wants or needs? Those are wants. No, she doesn't
Hmm.
need to have a remote job. She doesn't need to play video games. She doesn't need to want to travel the world with me. It'll just be a nice to have kind of thing. But the needs are like, how does she make me feel? How does she show up? What's her love language? How does she respect me? What is her intellect level? What kind of conversations can we have? What are her values? And those are those
Hmm.
needs, right? Where I would need those to align with my own. And some of her faults I may be able to look past. So some of her quirks, some of her idiosyncrasies that I might not even thought about. It's just a part of getting to know somebody and whether or not that person can vibe well with you. Does my weird match your weird? Because everybody's weird.
Yeah, I say that all the time.